Guys, how to read student, guys? Can I create object here? Struct to student S1. Read the student details. Printer, enter student number. Guys, how to enter student number, guys? Scanner, percentile, S dot S1. I want to use S1, yes. S1 dot S number. S name also. Read S name also, guys. Printer, enter student name. Scanner, what are values? Percentile S, S1 dot S name. Average, read average also. Printer, enter student average. Scanner, percentile address of S1 dot average. Okay, now this object return S1. I want to return this S1. I create a local variable. I am returning this. Okay, call this method. Yes. How to call this method? We have to call that guy to call read student. Yeah, we can call like this. But it is returning which type, guys? It is returning an object of struct to student. Okay. Yes, I will take. Why am I taking yes, guys? That is a written type. Take a struct to student. Yes. Yeah. Now call the print student method. Okay. How to call the print student method? Yes. Print to student. What is required? S object is required. S. Which S value stored in here. Or S2 we can take it. Okay. That is your wish. Get ch close. If you call, guys, those methods will be printed. This S value stored here. What is this S? Those details. Print S number. Now I am going to print S number is percentile D S dot S number. S name. Call the S name, guys. S name equals to percentile S dot S name. Average equals to print the average. Print up percentile S dot average. Okay, first execute, guys. 9 errors. Too many type declarations. Yeah, prototype semicolon missing here. 8 errors. Printf should have a prototype. Save as struct function dot c. Still 8 errors. Struct student. Enter student number 101 ABC. Average 46.7. S number S name 46.7. Okay, now this is functions with this is a return type function. It's a void function. Okay, now reading printing using function structure variable. You write this, guys. No Kranti Chandra. We can't create a structure. In structure, we can't write functions. Class contains variables and functions, but structure contains only variables. Read student completer, print student. Guys, completed. Huh? Next one, guys. Next one, guys. One small topic is there, command line arguments. Today we discuss this command line arguments topic, guys. Command line arguments, right, guys? Passing arguments to a function through command line. Passing arguments to a function through command line. Command line means nothing but a command prompt. Basically, we pass the parameters. Basically, we pass the parameters to the functions when we call it. Okay, we won't call any functions. Okay, some notes, guys. Right, guys. Next point. But basically, we'll pass the arguments to the functions when we call it. But we won't call any functions from the command prompt. We call the functions from other function. Main is the only one function we can call through command prompt. Main is the only one function. Only one function we can call through command prompt. Okay. If you want to call main function through, or if you want to pass parameters to the main function, okay, we need to write main function below way. We need to write a main function like this: void main of argc char star argv. Right guys, what is argc? Argc means argument count. Argv means argument vector. Argc, argv, number of arguments. Argv means argument vector. Yeah, guys. ARGC by default, right? Next point. ARGC. How to write a main function, guys? By default, in C and C++, number of arguments are 1. By default, in C and C++, number of arguments are 1. That is program name.exe. By default, in C and C++, main is the only one function we can call through command line. Okay, what is command line argument? Right, guys? Character array. What is character array, guys? This is argument vector. What is argument vector? String, guys, that is. Right, this? Completed, guys. See this, guys. Read once, if completed. Passing arguments to a function through command line. But basically, we pass the arguments to the functions when we call it. But we won't call any functions from a command prompt. We'll call the functions from other functions. Main is the only one function we can call through command prompt. If you want to pass parameters to the main function, we need to write main as like this. Okay? Int argc. Normal function ela call chestam, we write a functions like this, guys. Void function 1. See this, guys. Function 1 of integer x. This function. Then ela call chestam, main nunchi array functions nunchi call. Normally we call from other functions. A function and main nunchi call chestam main ga. Function 1 of 10. Yeah, we pass the parameters. When we pass the parameters, when we call it, ఎప్పుడైతే కాల్ చేస్తామో అప్పుడు పారామీటర్స్ పాస్ చేస్తాం. ఇది యాక్చువల్ పారామీటర్, ఫార్మల్ పారామీటర్ షుడ్ బి దేర్. ఇప్పుడు పారామీటర్స్ పాస్ చేస్తున్నాం అంటే somebody should accept them. Okay, somebody should store those values. Okay, these are called formal arguments. Okay, main కి ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా? There is no any formal arguments. అంటే ఇలా ఉన్నప్పుడు we can't pass any parameters to main function. Normally we won't pass any parameters to main function, right? Normally we pass the parameters to the functions from other functions when we call it. Main is the only one function we can call through command line. Normal other functions అన్నిటిని command line నుంచి కాల్ చేయలేం, వేరే functions నుండి కాల్ చేస్తాం. Only one function. What is the one function, guys? Main is the only one function we can call through command line. Main ఒక్కదాన్నే command line నుంచి కాల్ చేస్తాం. Main is a special function. Okay, దాన్ని మాత్రమే you can call. Okay, main ఒక్కటే కాల్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి main కి ఒక్కదానికి parameters పాస్ చేస్తాం. We can call only for main function. Clear? Only for main function we can call the command line. Okay, see this. Some function what I have given, what I have saved, guys, this program I have saved as sf.c. Okay, how to call this function, guys? Through command line. Can I call this program? Yes, we can call. How to call? Where this program is there, go there. Okay, here program is there in the software. How to call this, guys? Call the file name. What is the file name, guys? sf.exe. Then that program will be executed. Enter s number 101 abc xyz 56.7, like this. A program executed through command line. Okay, now any program we can execute, guys. Any program we can execute. Are you following, guys? Any program we can execute through command line. If main is there, we can call. Can I pass the parameter? Yes. Now this is called command line arguments. This is called command line arguments. Clear? Yeah, I will stop this. Clear as? We can call other programs also, guys. Notepad. See this? Can I call notepad? Yes, notepad.exe or notepad. The program is executed. Okay, when I call notepad, guys, notepad program is executed. Can I pass notepad.exe? Notepad or notepad.exe? Same, guys. We are calling the program. Can I pass the parameters to that program, guys? Yes, this is the program. That is a command line arguments. See this? The program executed with shiva.exe. That notepad open with shiva.exe. Clear up? Notepad dot anything. MS Paint. Can I open MS Paint, guys? MS Paint. Open MS Paint. Can you pass the parameters? Yes. You can pass parameters, but it is not found. That it opens that file, guys. If you pass the parameters, okay. If you pass parameters, then those program will be that function or that file will be executed. That file will be opened. Okay, na? MS Paint, whatever the Paint program is there, that program will be executed, guys. Are you following, guys? Now, any program we can call through command line. Any program we can call through command line. Clear? That is the main function name you have to call. Okay, how to call the main function? So we write a program. See this. Now I am calling the main function. Now I want to pass the command line arguments. How to pass the command line arguments? We can pass the arguments two ways, guys. One is what using standard inputs. Second one is what, guys? Command line arguments. One is standard inputs. Second one is command line arguments. If you want to pass command line arguments, see this. We have to write a main function like this. Int argc guy cache star argv. Okay, na? See this. We can pass. Yeah, what is default arguments? What is argc, guys? Argument count. What is argv? Argument vector. Okay. Can I print default? What is the count, guys? Can I print default count? I'm going to print a count, guys. See this. Printf number of arguments. Print a number of arguments, guys. How to print? Defaultly, by default, number of arguments. By default, number of arguments. By default, number of arguments are how many, guys? Percentile argc. By default, number of arguments are right. See this. Once execute here, two errors. What are the two errors, guys? Printf should have a prototype function. Can I save this program, guys? Save as any name dot sf1.c. That is a program name. Can I execute this? Number of arguments are 1. Okay, by default. Yeah, which argument, guys? That is all arguments where that argument stored string array, guys. This one. Now, can I print them, guys? Printf first default argument. Can I print a argument is by default? See, you can see here, guys. By default, number of arguments are by default in C and C++, number of arguments are 1. That is program name.exe. Okay, now can I print that argument, guys? We can print up name of the program, name of the file, or file name. I want to print the file name, guys. Our first argument percentile s. Why percentile s, guys? Argument b of 0. Okay. See once execute, guys. See this. Number of arguments are 1. Number of arguments are 1. Okay, now that is what file name.exe, sf1.exe. Yeah, how to execute this program through command line? Go to command line sf1.exe. See this number of arguments 1. Can I pass the parameters 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? Now see this. Number of arguments are 6. The first file name is what? ctcsf1.exe. అర్థమైంది ఎలా పాస్ చేస్తాం parameters? You can pass the parameters. Okay. Now you can use ఇక్కడ కూడా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. GCC compiler ఉంటుంది కదా, GCC compiler also online GDB compiler. See command line arguments. How to pass? ఇక్కడ చూడండి, you can see guys, command line arguments. Is it visible guys? Command line arguments are standard input. We have standard input and the command line. Okay, na? Command line arguments you can pass. Okay, input, normal inputs you can pass guys. You can take like this also. This is command line arguments you can pass guys. Okay, that is your wish guys. I don't want to take that. ఇక్కడ కూడా pass చేసుకోవచ్చు, లేదంటే ఇలా pass చేసి we pass 10 20 30 40. Number of arguments 6. Okay, na? Now I am going to print those all arguments guys. How to print arguments? I is required. One by one argument. First argument printed, right? Everything stored in argument vector guys. We are passing through command line. When you pass through command line, this is argv of argument vector of 0, argument vector of 1. That value stored array, right? Is argument vector of 2, that argument vector of 3, that argument vector of 4, that argument vector of 5. Right? 0. Index starts from 0. First argument is got file name dot exe. Second argument, third argument, fourth, fifth, sixth. Right? But index starts from 0. This is a argv of 0, argv of 1, argv of 2, argv of 3. Like this. Can you print those arguments, guys? No, by default. I did not get that. By default. Default is adhe untundi. Rohit. By default, number of arguments are 1. Okay, na? Those arguments I want to print, guys. How to print those arguments? For I equals to 1 onwards. Why I equals to 1? Already 0 print chesa. 1 nunchi print chestunna. Yeah, I less than n arguments pass chestunnamu telusa? Yes. What is that, guys? argc. Argument counter. I plus plus. Print the second argument, third argument, fourth argument. Now I want to print a sleep. 1 second delay I will give, guys. 1 second delay. Print the arguments, guys. How to print the arguments, guys? Yeah, percentile the argument is, second argument is percentile s. Yeah, what is this percentile argument, guys? Print a percentile argument is I value is argv of I. Okay na? Once I will execute, guys. Ikkada execute cheyali. Once ikkada execute chesi command prompt ki ellali. First you need to execute here, guys. First we need to execute here, guys. Execute here. Number of arguments 1. File name is sf1.exe. Where do you declare? Now I want to pass the arguments, guys. Again, atla తీసుకో parameters తీసుకోవాలంటే main లో రాసుకోవాలి. Once again if you declare int argc, again it gives a error, guys. Already argc declare, you can't declare again. Duplicate అవుతుంది కదా, error వస్తుంది. Now pass once execute there and here onwards you have to pass sf1.exe 1020. Number of arguments are 6. First argument, second argument, third argument, fourth and fifth argument. Clear? Clear, guys? How to pass arguments? Now write the program and we write execute this. Command line argument. Passing arguments to a function through command line. Sleep 1 second delay. Yes. Delay in milliseconds. Sleep in seconds. Nagasnikta. Sleep in seconds. Delay raftam kada. DELAY. That is in milliseconds. Yeah, we can write ARGC instead of ARGC another name. ARGB place, you can write any other name. Okay. Yeah, guys. Uh, this topic is command line arguments. we can call any program through command line, guys. A program and a call this internal programs or external program, everything you can call. C program, sf.c. Previously you executed sf.exe. The program executed 101 previous program. Tina, right? And 78.9, right? This program, right? S number, S name, average. We can call sf1 dot any program you can call, and parameters also. Notepad Shiva. This is a parameter, guys. The file is opened with shiva.txt. Clear? Are you following us? The file is opened with shiva. Same all the programs you can call. sf.1.exe. Now this program will be executed. If you did not pass, number of arguments are 1. By default 1, guys. ARGC count is by default 1. మీరు ఏం పాస్ అయిపోతే డిఫాల్ట్ 1. ఏముంటుందంటే ఫైల్ నేమ్ ARGB of 0 ఉంటుంది. What is ARGB of 0, guys? That is a file name. If you want to pass arguments, guys, you can pass arguments. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Those are all arguments. పక్కన డయాగ్రామ్ వేసుకుని అవుట్పుట్ కూడా రాసుకోండి. This is what ARGB of 0. This is ARGB of 1, ARGB of 2, ARGB of 3, ARGB of 4. Write this, guys. This is ARGB of 0. This is right. ARGB of 1. The output, guys. ARGB of 2, ARGB of 3. This is ARGB of 2, ARGB of 3, and ARGB of 4, ARGB of 5. Like that, right there. This is ARGB of 1, ARGB of 2, ARGB of 3, ARGB of 4, ARGB of 5. Argument of 0. By default, number of arguments are 1. By default, number of arguments are 1. That is a file name dot exe. Clear? Yeah, write this one output also, guys. You can write output. Number of arguments 6. That is the file name is and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Those arguments, guys. Write output also, guys. Guys, next. Now I want to add all command line arguments, guys. We can take the inputs, right? And we want to add the all command line arguments. How to add command line arguments, guys? Okay, na? Yeah, how to add? Read command line arguments and add them. Read 5 command line arguments and add them. Write this program, guys. Read 5 command line arguments and add them. Yeah, very good, Sanjay. But we check it. Does it work to that code or not, Sanjay? Read 5 command line arguments and add them. Write a question, guys. How to add, guys? Just the sum is called sum equals to sum plus ARGB of 5, right? Sum equals to sum plus ARGB of 5. Okay, we write, guys. Yeah, whenever you pass command one point, right? Whenever we pass, whenever we pass arguments, whenever we pass arguments to command line, okay? Yeah, whenever we pass arguments to command line, they are treated as strings. Whenever we pass arguments to command line, they are treated as those values stored in character array. Those values stored in string parameter. Those values stored in string parameters. Yeah, Chandra. Yeah, Sanjay. Okay, whenever we pass through command line, whenever we pass arguments through command line, they are treated as string. Those values stored in string. No, they act as string now. When you pass 10 like this, how we pass the file name, guys? sf1.exe. That is a file name, right? 10, 20, we pass it like this. 30, 40, 50. Okay, this is 10 is a string, 20 is a string. Now 10 value is a string, guys. 10 is a string, not integer. They treat it as 10 is string. Okay, 20 is also string. 30 is also string. 40 is also string. Right? 50 is also string. Now ARGB of 0, ARGB of 1, ARGB of 2, and ARGB of 3. These all are treated as string, guys. Yeah, Chandra, typecasting. Okay, we check it how to do typecasting. Not characters, strings. Okay, now I want some, right? Number of series. I don't want to print a file name. That is, you want to print file name, you can print it. Sum also I am taking, guys. Take sum equals to 0. Now what we can do, guys? Number of arguments I don't want to change. Just printing arguments I will remove, guys. Remove the printing argument. Sum equals to, for example, if you write sum equals to sum plus argv of I. If you write a sum equals to sum, printf, print the sum. Sum equals to percentile. I am going to print the sum. For example, if you write, guys, now initially number of arguments is 1, file name is sf1.exe, sum is 0. Yeah, how to pass arguments, guys? Go to command line arguments, then pass the arguments like this. Okay, now I am passing the arguments. Sum is minus 60. Why minus 60? It's not minus 60, guys. Actually, addresses there. Sum of addresses, that is. Are you following? Minus 60. Why you got minus 60, guys? Then what we can do, guys? Then it is right. What is this? This is nothing but a, what is this? This is string. String addresses adding. What to do, guys? Convert them. How to convert? Some functions are there. Yeah. What is a function, guys? I to A or A to I. Write a function name, guys. A to I. What is A to I, guys? It converts the string to integer. Alpha to integer. Full name is alpha to integer. It converts the string into integer. Okay. For example, string is there 10. I want to convert into integer, guys. A to I of string, write a string, then you will get like integer. It converts to string to integer. I to A, guys. Write I to A, guys. Integer to alpha. function name is integer to alpha. It converts integer to string, guys. It converts integer to string. Okay. Now this is 10 is integer. I to a of 10. Then you get the 10 like this. I to a to I. Same like guys, we have some functions. A to F. Okay now? A to F. What is A to F, guys? Alpha to alpha means string here. Alpha to float. Okay? It converts float to string. It converts string to float, guys. It converts string to float. Okay? Yeah. Same like we have functions like this, guys. 4.5 is it's a floater. Now A to F of 4.5. If we write 4.5 in double quotation, then it converts into 4.5. This is our right 4.5 F to A, guys. F to A. What is F to A, guys? Float to alpha. Float to alpha. Right? What is float to alpha, guys? It converts float to string. It converts float to string. It converts float to string. Right? This is 4.5 is there. 4.5. It converts F2A of right? Now 4.5F, 4.5F, right? Then it converts to string, guys. 4.5F. Like we have many functions, A to I to A to F, F to A to LD, LD to A. We have functions, guys. They are used to convert. Yeah, what function has to change, guys, here? I to f. What is I to f? Integer to float, huh? No, no. These all are string to primitive type. String or reference type, no? Suprita. A to I is there. String nunchi integer, string nunchi float, string nunchi ఉంటుంది. Integer to string, float to string. అంతే integer to float లేదు. Integer to float normal గా అయిపోతుంది కదా. 4.5 of int. Normal type casting use చేయాలి. Yeah, int of, yes. Yeah. Now what you have to change, guys? Completed this. Yeah, then what you have to change, guys, there? Simply A to I of. Now sum equals to sum plus. First finish, guys, we write yeah, completed, right? A to I, alpha to integer. Alpha అంటే ఇక్కడ string లాగా. Sum equals to, yeah, sum plus A to I of arg of I. I starts from 1. Yes, yes, very good. Yeah, here what you have to change, guys, in the program? Sum equals to sum plus arg of. ఇప్పుడు ఏం యాడ్ అవుతాయి అంటే అడ్రస్ యాడ్ అవుతాయి. అన్ని అడ్రస్ స్ట్రింగ్ అడ్రస్సెస్. So what you have to change, guys? A to I of argv of 5. That's all. Once execute, guys. ఇక్కడ ఒకసారి కంపైల్ చేసి ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయాలి. Then go to command prompt, guys. Then pass the parameters. sf1 dot number of arguments 6. File name is ctc sf1 dot exe. Right? No, it won't convert, guys. Yeah, very good, Sanjay. See this. Guys, string pass చేసి a to I of Shiva convert చేయమంటే convert చేయదు అది. అర్థమవుతుందా? Convertible integers only it converts. Convertible integers. Now error it is. Okay. Yes, convertible integers only it converts. How can convert Shiva into integer? Right? Or you may get unwanted values also. See this. Write that program then. In for loop condition I less than or equal. Y equals to man. Index starts from 0, right? We can't use typecasting. String convert avadu atla. Yeah, guys. Your question I understood. Why can't we write like this? In top. This is it works only between primitive and primitive. What are the primitive data types, guys? Int, char, float, double. These are called primitive data types. Between primitive to primitive, this is primitive typecasting. Okay, now string and then reference. Reference to primitive. Primitive is it won't work. Are you following, guys? Reference and string. Address type. String అనేది address type. You want to convert string to integer, string to primitive, guys. It won't work normal primitive typecasting. This is primitive typecasting, but it works between the primitive data types. Yes. Okay. If you write, what will happen, guys? See this. Now, if you try for like this, now I am trying for like this. Number of arguments means one. File name is sf.1. Now try pass the parameters, guys. Now same we got minus 60. You won't get any proper output, right? Clear? That's why you should not write like this. We have to use a to I of series. Then we can pass the parameters like this. Yeah. Can we try with other parameters? ARGC. For example, can I take X? This is what S. Can I work with S, guys? We check it, guys. This is what, guys? X. Just for our confirmation, guys. Does it work for other values or not? s of 0. Here instead of this x, a to y of what I have to write here, s of 5. Some value are going to print. Here working here. Once what about this? Yes, here also it's working. Names are not required, proper names. Okay, no? You can write any names, guys. If you write any names, it works. Intex, cache, star, sp. This is command line arguments, guys. That's completed, guys. Next one is, can we use in can we pass command line arguments for other functions, guys? We cannot pass command line arguments for other functions because what is the reason, guys? This is only for main function only can pass. We cannot pass for other functions. Okay. For example, I want to use these values in other functions. Can I use these arguments in other function, guys? This is the work, guys. I am going to give assignment. See this, right? See this. When our program we pass like this, guys. Yeah. Now see this, guys. If you want to use in implementation, when we require to access command and arguments, command from data outside of the main function, then we write arguments like this, guys, minus argc minus argv variable. For example, this is a main function, right? In abc function, how to use in abc function, guys? If you want, this is a, we pass arguments like here, guys. Okay, these arguments, if you want to use in minus argc minus argv, you can use like this. Okay, now see once. What is minus argc minus argv, guys? For example, see this. Clear up? Next point is, right? Argc and argv are local variables. That's right. Argc and argc are local variables to main function. Because those are the main function parameters. Next point. According to storage class of C, argc and argv are auto variables to main function. So we can't extend the range of auto variables. Write the next point, guys. How to use an outside, guys. Next point. In implementation, if you want to use when you want to use command data from outside of the main function, then use minus argc minus argv variables. Okay. Minus argc and minus argv are the global variables which are declared in dos.h. Write this 4 point, guys. argc and argv are local variables to main function because those are declared in the main function parameter. According to storage class of C, argc auto variables, you can't extend them. Write these 4 points, guys. These are declared in dos.h, guys. How to use those functions, those variables in other functions, I will tell you. In other functions, guys. If you command line arguments, if you want to use in other functions, they are declared in dos.h, guys. Guys, completed these 4 points. Complete. Guys, okay now? In this function, guys, see this. Your ABC is there. Is there any parameters? There is no parameter. Main function also there is no parameter. In ABC data, we check it, guys. We are using minus argc. We pass through command line, guys. Minus argc. See this. We print the arguments, guys. We print those arguments. Yeah, dos.h, guys. I want to check it at dos.h header file. Where is dos.h header file? Go and check it. Dos.h, they are declared, guys. dos.h. Yeah, dos. See this. This is dos.h, guys. In this file, those arguments are declared. Once we check it, is there argc and argv values? Okay, we can use those values, guys. Args, argc, argv. I will use control F, guys. Argc. Yeah, this is declared, guys. Argc and argv. These are declared. We can use this argc and argv values, guys. Okay, no? But when you are writing, we need to include that file, guys. dos.h. I want to use the dos.h also. See this? I'm going to write a program. You want to use in other function. This is they are declared as global. Okay. Simple. Nothing difficult, guys. What I'm going to change, just argc, rgv functions you are going to use it. How to use argc, rgv? We check it, guys. See this? How they declared, use them only. What I have to include, guys? As include dos.h also. Save this file as, here I want to save tc folder only. tc folder only I'm saving as test.c. Once already it is there, no problem, execute it. Once go on, check it. Go to file, open test.c. So we have declared, guys, I function. Once execute here, 4 errors are there. argc, see, test.exe, one argument. I want to pass the arguments, guys. How to pass the argument? I'm going to pass test.exe, pass the parameters, guys. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. See this, data in main function, data in ABC function. Got it, guys? Why I wrote iPhone, guys? You can see here. It is declared as like this, argc, rgv. Use that argc, rgv here. Okay, no? You can use ARGC and ARGB. Clear? I write this program, guys. But I did not declare with any parameter. They are global variables. అన్ని functions use చేసుకోవచ్చు. Main లో declare చేస్తే only main function లో మాత్రం యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Now dos.h header file. From that they are global variable points. ఇది యూజ్ చేస్తే దాంట్లో నుంచి ఇక్కడ ఏ ఫంక్షన్ కానీ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. -argc -argb of you can use. Okay, write this guys program and pass the parameters. Main call చేసాం, మెయిన్ నుంచి ఏబిసి కాల్ చేసాం, ఏబిసి కూడా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది. బోత్ ఫంక్షన్స్ we can use them, guys. Write this and write how to execute also. Total topics completed, guys. That's it. See, okay, in advanced level we discuss next, guys. Okay, almost completed. Any company specific patterns are we discuss in the next later, guys. Okay, what is the next schedule we discuss, guys. Okay, write this first. Yeah, Kavita will discuss. Okay, guys, complete this. Guys, completed. Huh? How to execute? Test.save as test.exe. Yeah, guys. Okay, na? What are till now? What are the topics completed? I will discuss. Yeah, guys. Basics, introductions completed. Introduction, history, everything, guys. Right? Data types completed. Operators completed. Right? Control statements. Pointers. Arrays. Strings. Functions. Structures. Unions. Enums. Files. And command line arguments. These are the topics completed, guys. Till now. Okay, na Kavita? Yeah, guys, that's all today. Thank you, guys. What is the next schedule we discuss? So, Prashant will let you know. Okay, we'll tell you what will happen now. Okay. Yeah, Snigdha. Thank you, Snigdha. Yeah, Rohit. We'll tell you. Yeah, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Meha. Thank you, Rohit. Yeah, Tuljesh, Sanjay. Thank you. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, Chandra, what is your doubt? Yeah, Chandra, that is one topic is there, variable argument. I will show you, okay, how to declare, okay? Variable number of arguments. Yeah, Chandra, I will send this document, okay, na? See, we declare like this. Yeah, and now I am sending this document. You can see this. Download from here, okay? Okay, now Chandra. Money, I don't have those recording sessions. Asif is there, who will send that schedule and everything. He knows those links he has. You take my number, my YouTube class are there. If you want, you can take money. Yeah, thank you guys.